Use hands or feet as needed to use all of the steps to get from the first step to the last step and then dismounting to the platform. Starting on the red platform, using hands and feet as needed to climb along the cargo net to dismount to the far red platform. Use as many or a few of the monkey bars as needed to get from red platform to red platform, hands only on this obstacle. You don't have to reach any certain point on the monkey bars. Up next, doing a jump off the trampoline to the bungee rings, complete a lâcher off the bungee rings onto the big silver ring, and dismount from the silver ring onto the red platform. Using hands and feet on either side, the spider walk traverse from the yellow box to the end section past the red mat. Using only the tops of each obstacle, so the red parts or the top of the beam, get from this first one to the red box, and then slide the rings along the rails until you have both rings past the last dip and the last hump before dismounting past the mat onto the ground. Then run up the warp wall. You get 3 attempts to go up the smallest one, and it's hitting the buzzer to finish your run. Use all of the steps with hands and feet as needed to get from the starting area to the dismount area. Traverse along the cargo net using hands as feet as needed, and then go from the red platform to the red monkey bars, the swinging monkey bars, and use as many or as few of the monkey bars as needed to get to the red dismount platform. Jumping off the box to the trampoline and catching onto the rings, complete lâcher to the big silver ring, and then from the big silver ring, dismount to the red dismount platform. Starting on the yellow box, put hands on the long cliff ledge and use feet on the wall to get from the starting platform to past the red mats to finish. Up next, walking along the tops of the balance elements, using all of the balance elements to get to the red box, and then grab a ring in each hand and start sliding them along the rails until both rings are past the hump on the left and the dip on the right before reversing course until both rings are back past the last dip on the left and the last hump on the right before dismounting to the platform. Finally, 3 attempts at the warp wall, grabbing the first ledge, climbing up over the top and hitting the buzzer to finish your run. Up next, using all of the steps and the bosu with hands and feet as needed, get from the starting area to the dismount area. Next, traverse the cargo net using the hooks with your hands only. So hands can only be on the hooks. You can't grab the cargo net with your hands. And then feet can be anywhere on the cargo net. Get from point A to point B being the end red platform. You don't have to get any certain point on the cargo net. Up next, the T-hooks. Make sure you leave the platform before you move the T-hook out of its starting position. Use as many or as few of the rings as needed to get a T-hook into the last ring before dismounting. If you do drop a T-hook, that does mean that you have failed the obstacle. Up next, it's going to be jumping from the trampoline onto the bungee rings, complete a lâcher from the bungee rings onto the hold at the top, the white grab, and then from there, complete a dismount onto the red platform. Up next, hands on the cliffhanger and no feet on the spider walk. Traverse from the yellow box to the section past the red mats, so no landing on the red mats. Up next, using each of the balance elements, walk on the top of the balance elements only, no walking along the sides of them. Get from the starting rail to the big red box before getting onto the next obstacle. Grabbing a ring with both hands, so you're not only able to use one ring, it must be the one on the right. Complete a traverse until you have the ring past the last dip before dismounting to the platform. So you must get, with one ring, completely past the last dip in the rail before you can dismount. Anywhere on the last dip is fine, but it must remain up there after you've dismounted before you go. Up next, going up the warp wall, grab the ledge and climb over the top. 3 attempts as normal to hit the buzzer. Using all of the steps with hands and feet as needed, get from the starting area to the next area. Using hands on the hooks only and feet on the cargo net, go as far along the cargo net as needed to dismount to the red platform. You don't have to get the hooks to a certain point. Wherever you get to with them is fine. just as far as you need to go to get to the red. From the red platform, you're going to take a T-hold in each hand and complete one move with the T-hold after you've left the platform to get it into the next ring. From there, leaving the first T-hold behind or the second T-hold behind, depending on how you think of it, get to the hook balls and move one of the hook balls to the last hook ring before dismounting to the platform. Up next, jumping out to the rings, using the trampoline, complete a lâcher transfer to the special delivery hold as indicated, and then dismount to the platform once you've landed with control, once you've stuck it with control, should I say. Finally, using hands on the cliff ledges only and no using feet on the wall, traverse the length of the spider walk to dismount past the red mat. Starting on the first rail, the red section only, use all of the balance elements using the top of the balance elements only to traverse to the red box. So there's no set distance you need to move the foam roller. It's as far as you need to move it before you think you can transfer to the upside down Bosu ball, before transferring from there along to the top of the beam. Again, no walking on the side platforms or the support sections, only the beam itself or the red rail in the case of the other ones to get to the red box. Up next, you're going to grab onto the ring on the right with both hands and leave the platform before you put it over the first hump, and then get it all the way past the last dip into that last section before the last dip. Make sure you don't touch the ground at any point on this obstacle, and get it all the way back past the first hump before dismounting to the blue platform. 3 attempts of the warp ball. You have to go straight to the top for this division. Your best attempt is one that counts. Hit the buzzer to end your run.